Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of the third season of Boku no Hero Academia. So, in the last slash first episode, by last I mean previous, we had a combination of recapping stuff and pool shenanigans. Of course, the pool shenanigans were not quite what Mineta was hoping for, but I'd say it was pretty fun nonetheless. They did tend to get to see girls in swimsuits, just not the ideal swimsuits, but sometimes you do gotta kind of take what you get, for the most part. And it was also set up for the summer training camp, which we should be getting into in this next episode here. Which, yeah, they're being pretty cautious about all this, changing locations because the villains are a bit of a threat. And yeah, they definitely are, because the episode really ended off with Shigaraki saying something that alluded to them possibly messing with, having some kind of evil plan in regards to this training camp deal. So, yeah, and it is possible that the villains have an inside man at the school anyway, because that was kind of there was a big hint of that when with the initial attack at USJ, but anyway, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. That's how it goes. Like a left is on the left side. Oh, there you go. The goods. uh, it was a brief conversation. He continues to be very terrifying. Yeah, we're 3 seasons into your dream. Progress is being made. An opening, yeah. So yeah, clearly bad guys are up to no good. Because we all know what happened with Stain kind of increased interest in joining up with them. Like with the creepy high school girl, for one. I think her name was Himiko or something. I look forward to seeing a bit more. Yeah, her. I look forward to seeing a bit more of her. She has quite the personality. But yeah, I try not to pay too much attention to the opening because it's usually pretty spoilery if you do. Yeah, Shigaraki really does make some of the just freakiest faces. Which I'm sure are even worse in the manga. Uh, no rest for the heroes. Oh wow. I know, right? It's gonna be great. uh, Indeed. So get closer, that'll solve it. And then she remembers that. Yeah. Now she's more on his wavelength. Of course, Mina jumps on that. This guy. In a show with actual villains, he's the least likable character. That's impressive in a way. That girl is definitely a horny joke there somewhere, but... Minetta view, I assume. uh... Sometimes being short is a blessing, if you're that short. And villains may or may not attack us during that time. They're not listening. uh... Yeah, this is where the excitement's gonna be at its peak, so just let it go. Wild Wild Pussycats is definitely a title. Well, if you're able to rest, then I suppose. You're out in the wilderness, everywhere's a bathroom. Oh. Oh? Oh! I was not prepared for this, but I approve. I guess the pussycat part makes more sense now. I look forward to seeing how wild they can get. Specifically together. uh, wow, I can get behind that excitement. I think you may have said too much. uh, oh, they're gonna walk there. Oh no. That sucks to be them. uh, Look at that tail wag. The hero course is not for weaklings. uh, nope, no buzz for you guys. I guess it's one way to get them moving. And possibly killed. Well, I guess that's some good news. Though some quirks are better than others for traveling. It really does sound like a video game, doesn't it? I mean, uh, yeah. I don't think he has to go to the bathroom anymore. Oh, right, yeah, he can talk to animals, can he? And bugs. Maybe because it's more of a monster than an animal. Or a golem. Oh, I never would have guessed that. That's a cute face. Yeah. Yes. For times when they run into people like Stan. Or Shigaraki. Yeah, with Todoroki, it's not going to be a problem beating up these things. Well, Todoroki, Bakugo, and Deku all can pretty much wreck anything in their way. And we watched. Yeah, I figured. That thing was terrifying looking as well, so I don't blame you. As many as need be. Yeah, you really can't just stand here and keep fighting them. And the shortest route is a straight line. I learned that in Yu Yu Hakusho when they had to go through a forest. I was wondering what he was going to do with this tape, but that's a pretty good idea. Can't fly without wings. And now they have their turn to fight. I know you're upset, but just throwing your sticky balls is a bit harsh. Just don't hit any of the birds with your acid. You wouldn't be able to see if you took your clothes off, you know. uh, Breaking out the cannon again. Just throw it. Oh, that deals with that one. Of course I have. How many are there? uh, Rest in peace, Dirk Clods. She's having far too much fun. I'm so glad we got cat girls in this anime. What's your problem? The UA reject? Gee, I wonder why. Bakugo. They're so exhausted. Probably just want a hot bath, but they're probably not gonna get that. Man, even Invisible Girl is all dirty. Probably. I assume Hinata is bleeding from all the balls he used. Because he threw a lot of them. All joking aside. uh, well, they're pretty good, yeah. And they've actually fought real villains, so... Yes. Is she... Is she spitting on them? As if I wasn't jealous enough as it was. Not again. I'm just kind of trying to ignore him, to be honest. Is he even shorter than Mineta? I knew he'd be a dick to him, but I didn't think he'd be that horrible. I was about to say, you have no one to talk, Bakugo. Did you get a bath? Okay. And Uraraka also overexerted herself because you could see her holding her mouth like she was trying not to vomit. Yeah, sure, no problem. Whatever you want. Should probably chew at least some of that. I even quite like her outfit, to be honest. Yeah, just keep giving the wet blanket screen time. I'm sure they'll give us some backstory on him and why he's such a little turd, but I don't really care that much right now. Yeah, this is not the side of the bath I want to see. I'm sure most of them are so exhausted they wouldn't care about peeping at all. I mean, that'd be the one exception. I mean, it's not going to end well if you try anything. I hope you know that. Uh, yeah, but when you have no shame, it's no problem. Wow, that's really brilliant. But still, I know as soon as he gets to the top, he's gonna get hit or something. Oh, that's not what I expected to happen. Oh no, oh no. Poor Ida. Now that's the side. And there he goes. But I mean, if he was up there to deal with Mineta, that means he was in after the whole time, which means he had that great view the whole time. That they do. Yeah, I kind of got that impression. Kind of like Stain. Though Stain was against fake heroes, but still, that reminds me of it. Yeah, like villains. Yeah, I figured. So shouldn't he hate villains then? Well, not intentionally. Yeah, I can kind of see that having the opposite effect on a child. So a matter of I don't understand it, so I hate it, essentially. But yeah, throughout the series, you kind of gotten the idea that not everyone's a big fan of heroes. Day 2 of the training camp, very early. Like, that's almost when I go to bed. Yeah, they're definitely becoming more real and more. Huh. Yeah, so we're gonna see how much it's improved. Okay, this should be fun. I don't think gravity is gonna improve at all, but then he raises his quirk. I was kinda hoping he would do that. Oh well. Yeah, that's not quite the increase I was expecting. Yeah. Yeah, well, that kind of makes sense. The quirks, I didn't really expect them to get stronger, just usually just get better at using them. Yeah, try your best. Like, some quirks, I mean, how would Mineta get better at... How could Mineta's quirk get strengthened unless he could just use more balls without bleeding? Because I know Deku's obvious improvement is just being able to use higher percentages of One For All without breaking himself. Todoroki's is already pretty much as powerful as I can see that getting. I'm sure people remember him using ice in the tournament. That episode went by pretty quickly, actually. Probably just because the first episode felt slower because it was so recap heavy. And best mom over there. Yeah, that's Himiko. I bet it is now that Himiko's shown up. He did do that, and it would have hurt you if it wasn't for Kurogiri. But he's very much a man-child, as we established. Okay, Stain Jr. So that was the second episode of the third season of Boku no Hero Academia. So, in this episode, the students were pretty excited about going on their summer training camp, which is understandable. They were on the bus making lots of noise, being all excited, as I was not a very big fan of any of that. But he knew soon enough that would have an end. So they got to the rest stop there, where they met a couple of heroes, the Pussycats, as they're called, the Wild Pussycats, which Deku was very excited about, understandably, roughly about as excited as I was to see that there are cat girls in this series. So that was great. Apparently the one's 18 at heart, which is, that's fine. But yeah, one piece of bad news they got soon after this was the fact that they had to walk on foot to the location, to the actual location in the Forest of Beasts or whatever. And if that wasn't bad enough, and trust me, that is already bad enough, they have to fight beasts on the way there, which were essentially golems, dirt clods made by one of the pussycats. So that was fun to deal with. Luckily, the classes are quite powerful, they have a lot of good quirks, and pretty decent teamwork, like better than I might have thought teamwork. And they got there faster than anybody really expected. So that's good. But a lot of them kind of overdid their quirks. You had Mineta bleeding from his head. You had Uraraka trying to throw up. Everyone just looked dirty and exhausted. Like they needed a hot bath and a hot meal. Like that was the state they were in. And luckily they did get that. So yeah, good for them. Because that was really the only training camp thing they really did the episode. So far everything else just kind of relaxing, getting settled into the camp. Now the bath scene was pretty interesting. Now, no surprises, Mineta wanted to look over the fence to see the girl's side. That's very understandable. And he used his sticky balls to accomplish that goal. Now, however, the funny thing is that Aizawa apparently warned them about a certain student in the class, so they were prepared with a guard up there to deal with the situation. Of course, the guard himself wasn't prepared to deal with the wonderful situation on the other side of the fence and ended up falling. As a result, because it was probably just a bit too overstimulating for the poor kid. But luckily Deku was able to catch him, and he did not die a death by impact of the ground. So that's good. Well, he might have fallen in the water, but that would have hurt a lot, just to fall in the water as well. Because that was fairly high up. I don't think it would have been life-threatening or anything, but still, it's a good thing he caught him, is my point. But yeah, that kind of led us to get into a bit of backstory on Koda. And pretty much, yeah, he hates heroes, and I knew we'd get a reason why eventually. And I figured it had something to do with a bad experience regarding heroes. It was a matter of his parents being heroes. They died doing heroic work, which is obviously very upsetting for a small child, and anyone, really. And then apparently everybody's saying that this was a good thing that they died for the cause, or whatever they said, something like that, that rubbed him the wrong way. He didn't understand that kind of logic, because, again, small child. So, like, this kind of left a bad taste in his mouth as far as heroes go, and I'm sure they just kind of got worse and worse over time, until we got to this current situation. So, I don't know, I think maybe Deku will be able to help out that trauma at some point. I mean, he's a hero, maybe he can, I guess we'll see. This next episode actually is, the name of the next title, the title of the next episode is that kid's name, so I assume we'll get some kind of character development for him. Which, I guess that's fine, I don't really care much for that character at all. Like, I have sympathy for him, but I don't really care too much about him yet, at least. Maybe that'll change as we get more time with him, but on the villain side of things, the episode actually started showing the villains doing their villain things. And the one guy shows up, says something about the goods being delivered. We never actually found out what the goods were. Like, we were kind of reminded about them, like, at the end of the episode. So hopefully we find out soon. Because clearly they're up to something. They're going to be doing something here. Because at the end we saw Himeko, Dabi, and a couple other villains, which I want to say we haven't really seen yet, because they had their like faces covered and everything. So they're obviously going to make a move of some sort. I guess we'll see exactly what they're planning, because I don't think they really gave any specifics, aside from Shigaraki being all like, let the games begin, and all his usual stuff. Himeko, I'm glad to see a bit more of her. She's a very interesting character. I would like to see a bit more on her. Maybe get a bit into her backstory, because that would be... I want an episode with her name as the title. But, yes, also, just in general, they've really been pushing this idea that the world's more dangerous than ever. We really gotta train these kids quickly. We're gonna put them through even more intense training than we usually do. Try to get them their provisional license early. And all that so they can use their quirks in emergency situations. And I think the kids are up to the challenge. I have faith in them. And we'll see how this goes. See how well they can develop their quirks in this training camp. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Mineta can do with his balls going forward. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.